And I swore to myself I'd never do this again. And I swore this to you and all of our friends. But if I'm not fine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is DJ Catsanova, and here again I'm doing another phone interview, this time with my guy all the way in Canada, Robin Skies. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing quite well. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How is the coronavirus treating you guys up there?
I mean, not bad, honestly. Like, most things are shut down like normal places would be like.
Yeah. Are you guys on total lockdown? Like, are you allowed to go outside at all?
Oh, yeah, dude. We're not on total lockdown. And we're not supposed to go and socialize. But a little thing that most people don't know about Canadians is that we passive aggressively don't listen to the government and just do whatever the hell we want. So most people are still just living normal life.
I feel like a lot of states in America, mostly the red states, are doing what they want. Like, the more liberal states are like, okay, we're going to stay home, do a craft or something. And everybody else is like, hell no, we are going outside. I don't know if you watch the news, but in Michigan, I think, Michigan, they did a whole protest and was like guns and everything. Like, no, we want to go back to work. Nobody was wearing masks, and it was just like chaos. I was like, okay, now.
I saw that. I thought to myself, like I never thought in my entire life I would see a group of grown adults threaten the government to force them to go back to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, most people are like, no, I don't want to go to work. But these
like,
people
no,
are like,
we want to go to work.
work.
And it was like some woman like, I want to go get my hair done and I want to get my nails done. And I was like, that's the reason why you're outside during the pandemic. Okay, sure.
People got their priorities, I guess.
I guess. All right. So is Robin Skies your real name?
No.
Oh. This whole time I thought it was. So what's your real name, if you would like the people to know?
Adam Beatty.
So how'd you come up with Robin Skies?
My middle name is Robin, and I don't know, Skies just sounded good at the end.
Actually, it really does. I mean, robins are a bird, and they fly in the sky.
Yeah, they fly in the sky, exactly. Yeah, it just seemed logical.
It's pretty catchy. I like that. I thought it was your actual real name. I was like, oh, that was a dope name.
Yeah, I wish it was my real name. It's pretty lit, actually.
So where are you from? We know you're from Canada, but what part of Canada are you from?
I am from Vancouver, British Columbia, but just for anybody who lives in the Vancouver area, I'm technically from Port Coquitlam. It's a small suburb outside of Vancouver, but people around here get a little touchy if you're not actually from Van and you claim Van. So
yeah, it's like everywhere. It's like people from New York as well. It's like, oh, you from New York? Like, yeah, what borough? And then if you say upstate, we're like, no, that doesn't count.
No.
So on Friday, you are dropping 2 singles or just one?
I am dropping a double feature, 2 singles, yeah.
A double feature. So one is Another Broken Heart, and the other one is Sundance Anime?
Yes, sir.
So you have to tell me, first we're going to start off, where and how did you come up with the name Sundance Anime?
So, I made this beat, and it was pretty. It had 808s all over it. It was very, mellow. And I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out what to name it in my files. And I just kept listening to it over and over again. And I just thought, it kind of reminds me of, just kind of reminds me of this chilled out, kind of sunshine feeling to it, but it was also a very melodramatic beat. And I thought, well, what's really melodramatic? Animes. So Sundance Anime.
All right. I like it. And I feel like it's a title that would actually catch people's attention. It's like, Sundance Anime. What the hell is this all about?
I hope so.
And what about Another Broken Heart? Is it a song that you've written because you had your heart recently broken?
Not recently. I wrote it in November, actually, of 2019. So it's been long enough. But, I don't know, man, all of my songs are about heartbreak. This is just another song. And I thought, oh, God, another broken heart.
That pretty much sums it up. I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. Um, are these part of a future project that you have in store for us?
No, I'm going to say no, just because initially Another Broken Heart was actually the opening track to a 10-song project that I was working on that I scrapped because I kind of just lost all motivation for it. And that's why it got put into the vault until this Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it didn't get totally scrapped. At least you salvaged it.
It's too good of a song for me to just leave on the chopping block for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that means you got to make a video for it. And if you do a video,
once COVID is over.
Yeah, once COVID is over, and you could do a video for Sundance Anime, like an anime video. That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope. Actually, it's a good idea.
Just put my name in the credits when you do that.
110% will do.
So, Robin Skies is it a group or is it a solo project of yours?
It's just me. I do everything in my bedroom: writing, production, engineering, mixing, mastering, all of it.
And do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play piano.
Oh, do you play guitar as well or no?
No. All the guitar stuff that I have on any of my tracks, I bring in a friend to do for me, Corey Weeb. Shout out Corey Weeb, really nice guy. And I get him to do all the guitar parts just because, like, I don't want to learn that instrument. Like, I do, but I'm lazy.
Yeah.
So.
I want to learn guitar so bad, but I just don't have it in me. If I'm able to play one song, I'll be happy, but maybe one day. So when you first started making music, who were your influences? Like family, friends, or other artists, but more so in-house?
God dang. Okay. That is a really hard question because, like, I've gone through, like, phases of, like, making music, right? Like, little fun fact, before I did Robin Skies, I rapped for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah. All of it is trash, but it's out there. People can find it. Oh my God, sorry. My dad is being really loud. Hold on. He's like, my dad also makes music. And like, he recently got back into recording. So he's just been blasting his own music for like the last week.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
hilarious.
I'm in isolation. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do.
Dude, I respect it so much, but he has the worst timing.
Oh my God, that happened the other day.
How so?
Oh, I was doing an interview with Andrea Rose, and then my roommate decided that he was going to bang on the door very loudly, and I'm like, oh my God. So today I made sure that I put a sign on my door that says, do not disturb, recording in process. So hopefully, while in the midst of this, nobody on my end comes and disturbs this.
Yeah, it just ends up being my end that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, we can always edit that out. Maybe I'll keep it if it's funny.
Dude, keep it in. I like it. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool.
To finish answering your question, though, like, a lot of my influences for making music were actually my family and then also my high school. It's kind of a driving force because, like, my dad used to be in a band back in the 90s and in the I guess late 80s, early 90s. And he always was very passionate about me making music. And then I went to a high school called Terry Fox Secondary School, which had a, I guess, renowned music program. Like, it's very well known in BC. And it's well known enough that the music teacher at my school, Mr. Sanis, won a Juno for the program. And a Juno is like a Canadian Grammy. And I guess, like, there was a small part of me that, because I was in that program in high school, kind of feels an obligation to, like, continue on with it, especially considering, like, a lot of the people that I went to high school with who are in that program are all doing music professionally now. And, like, probably, like, one of the most prolific artists that came out of that program was Jonah Yano. I don't know if you know who that is.
I'll have to look it up. You have to send me the link.
Oh, I will, 100%, man. Like, he's really good. Him, Kai Bravewood, and Royal Oak were probably, like, my three favorite artists to come out of that program. Nice. So I kind of just feel like I need to continue it on.
All right. That was a fairly good answer. Not fairly good. It was a great answer because you actually answered what I was asking. Did your mom? A little
bit deeper than you expected, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for that. You said A. It wasn't a Canadian interview until you said A.
Until I said A 100%.
So, who are your top 3 artists that you're listening to on Spotify or whatever music streaming platform service you use?
I'm gonna give you my top 3 artists, like as in bands that like I will continuously go to, because like my Apple Music rotation is always changing, like weekly.
Same.
And I'll even give you specific albums.
Oh, all right.
American Football is number 1. American Football LP1 is my favorite album of all time. Snail Mail's Lush would be number 2. And number 3 would probably be Foreign Fields, Anywhere But Where I Am.
Oh, okay. Snail Mail I could get behind. Static Buzz is on that album?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, yeah. I love that song. Snail Mail is one of my favorites. The other 2 you'll have to send me as well, but I'm familiar with Snail Mail.
I will, 100%.
So, if you could choose something to change from your past or take a glimpse in your future, 5 years, which would be the latter of the 2?
If I could change anything from my past, or I could get a glimpse of my future in 5 years, what would I change? I'm going to expose myself a little bit. I would go back and I would finish high school.
Nice. You are, of the 12 people I've interviewed, the first one that said he would go back and change something from the past.
Really?
Kudos to you, sir. Yep. I always said that I would change something from the past. And I'm like, everybody's like, no, I want to go in the future. I'm like, no, I made some mistakes. I want to go back and change them shits.
Yeah, 100%. And I honestly, I wouldn't even go back and finish high school just because, like, I feel like education or whatever, like, that's important. Kids finish high school. But, like, I mostly just missed out on, like prom and, like, graduation and, like, my last year of high school and, like, all the crazy fun that comes along with it. And I kind of feel like I wish I did that a little bit.
I respect it. Now, this is another question that I usually ask a lot of people, especially in the scene of, like, indie, bedroom pop, dream pop. But this is more specifically for you, if anybody that I've interviewed. So it's a huge question. Mac DeMarco or Home Shake?
Mac DeMarco, no question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel bad for even snorting at that. I feel bad. I love you, Home Shake, but, like, Mac DeMarco, like, that's like that like I mean, it's totally cliche, but, like, Chamber of Reflection, like, I listen to that song like at least once every 2 days.
That is my favorite Mac DeMarco song. So I'll tell the listeners in the future, for my birthday this year, I'm gonna do 100 song playlist of all, and it's gonna be called the soundtrack to my life. It's gonna be the 100 songs from the time I can remember listening to music until now that have meant the most to me. And Chamber of Reflections is probably in the top 5.
It's a really good song, man.
It really is. And it's the first song that I learned how to play on drums. First and only.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a good song to learn. If any song to learn, that is a good one to learn.
Yeah, because it's fairly simple, to be honest.
I mean, that's kind of Mac, though.
Yeah, yeah. It was like
his music is so simple and so straightforward, but it's so damn good.
Oh, my God. He is one of the first people. He is the reason why I'm doing this interview with you, because I worked at Levi's. And they would play his music all the time. And I never had listened to, like, indie bedroom pop music before. And I was like, the stuff they playing here is really good. And I started Shazamming it and listening to it later. And then, what was that, 2014? And 6 years later, here I am interviewing indie artists.
Oh, I'm very glad that you worked at that store and you heard that song.
Yeah, it sparked the light bulb in my head.
Crazy how stuff like that works, eh?
Yeah, it is very funny. It's just like, I wonder if it's part of God's plan. He's just like, here. This is what you're going to do. And then down
Big
the line.
Facts, my guy.
So now, here comes the fun part. You get to choose between 2 games. So I have to give a shout out to Pod Decks for creating this and then sending me these decks. It's kind of a fun way to, like, spice up an interview. And the other day I did the interview decks, but these are more creative. So you'll get to choose between Would You Rather or What the Heck.
I'm going to go with Would You Rather.
Would you rather? All right. So we'll start with the first one. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7. All right. First one. Would you rather see Oprah or Arnold Schwarzenegger as the next U.S. president or the next Canadian president?
Oh, man. I'm going to go with Oprah.
I thought you were going to say Arnold.
No, I love Arnold, but I'm going to go with Oprah mostly just because, like, I don't know, man. Like that woman just makes me smile, and I would just like love to see her just like every day on the TV, just talking about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think Oprah would be a great candidate to be president.
I think so too.
I don't know why she don't put her presidency in.
Trump doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I know. So 1 through 10, excluding 7.
5.
5. Let's see what we got here. Would you rather? Oh, this is kind of like specific to what's going on right now. So think of COVID-19 going on. So right now, would you rather work with dead people in a mortuary or work in the busiest ER trauma unit in the world? That's a fucking hard one.
I'm gonna go with the mortuary.
Really? I mean,
yeah, I don't think I could like handle the stress of the busy ER.
I don't think I could either.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 10.
10? All right. Let's see. Last but not least. Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather be able to record your thoughts or record your dreams while you're sleeping?
Oh, bro, my dreams.
Why?
I have so many dreams that are like, I wish that I could like remember. Like I wake up and I have little pieces of them and I'm like, bro, that dream is sick. I wish I could continue to know what that dream was.
No, I'm the same way. I have some pretty elaborate dreams sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like part of me kind of feels like, why is my brain telling me this? Like if I could have it like recorded, I could go back and watch it, maybe learn something about myself too, you know?
That is a good one. The other day, so right now I'm using a Rodecaster Pro to record this. I knew that it was coming and I was like tracking it. I had a dream that I went and got mail. That's how excited I was to get this piece of equipment. It was like Christmas when I got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but the day I got it, I was like, oh my God, where's my mail? I was like itching. I wanted it so bad. But now it's here and it's awesome and it allows me to record remotely. So I appreciate that. And that is the end of the interview. Robin, I appreciate your time. This was fun. And
Thanks,
I can't
man.
wait to see you
That's
in
good.
Vancouver.
Yeah, whenever this whole thing ends.
Yes, hopefully by the time I'm out of here and probably spring or summertime of 2021, which hopefully, knock on wood, is a better year than 2020 has been so far.
God, I hope so.
Seriously. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you too, buddy.
Oh, also, give out your handle, your Instagram, your YouTube, and all that.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess that'd probably be a smart thing to do, plug myself at the end. I got those 2 songs coming out April 24th of 2020. And if y'all want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, those are my 2 big platforms. It's at I am Robin Skies.
All right. And I'll be sure to post that on my Instagram page the day that you drop it as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
If I'm not falling down, I don't know how to breathe.
Thank you all for listening, and be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify at DJ Catsanova for new music, a playlist every Friday, and live shows happening in the Bay Area. Stay cool, kiddies.
And I swore this to you and all about it. If I'm not falling down.